So, I just bought 2,100 wild cores just to buy Lee Sin from the shop, and I think 725 is a fair price enough to buy with Lee Sin, and I think he is a very good jungler and very good pick.
Nice.
Dogs Gaming here, back at it again for another video on my new champion, Lee Sin. A quick background on Lee Sin is that he was released April 1st, 2011 back in League of Legends PC, and if you are a new player of League of Legends, you can go to universe.leagueoflegends.com Lee Sin, starting your journey throughout Runeterra with this story. Or if you find it hard, you just search on Google Lee Sin's story. Let's start with the video. Lee Sin has very high damage and medium toughness but suffers from low utility and a high skill difficulty which would prove difficult for new players to master, but with enough practice you can be one of the gods of Lee Sin in Wild Rift. For those who are watching this video, this is a tips and tricks, runes, builds, and combination plays for Lee Sin in League of Legends Wild Rift. Let's begin understanding his skills. For his first skill, it is called Sonic Wave, and it is his main damage dealing skill. Your first skill is a projectile that deals damage and gives vision, and when you tap it again, you'll fly to the enemy, damaging them based on their missing health. Now for a second skill, it is a dash that gives a shield when an enemy is nearby, and the second part of it is that it gives 100% lifesteal. Most of the time, this skill is for 1v1 fights or jungle clear, but keep in mind that this skill is the key to the insect play you're going to do with your ultimate. For a third skill, it is Tempest that deals magic damage but scales with attack damage, and it also reveals hidden enemies. His second part of the skill is a very good slowing the enemy by 60%. Most of the time, you're going to use this skill to execute the enemy that is running away with its 60% slow on the second part of the skill. Now for his highlight making ultimate called Dragon's Rage, you kick away the enemy dealing damage and knocking them away. You also deal damage to anyone struck by the flying champion or come close to the flying champion and knocks them up. When going jungle assassin as Lee Sin, I recommend Youmuu's Ghostblade for the added movement speed and damage. Now for the runes, I recommend Electrocute because it also adds a good chunk of damage in your combination play. Now when Assassin is not your playstyle, you can go Black Cleaver and Conqueror for those sustains in longer fights. Now for the combinations, or insect plays as we League of Legends PC players call it, this is the most basic kick that you can do with Lee Sin. When you get enough experience or practice, your insect play should look like this. Now this is a medium difficulty insect play because you have to cancel animations and you have to have faster hands. Now this is also a mid-tier difficulty insect play because you need to be side by side with your first skill before using the kick. Now this is what we call the flash insect. When you are going to reach the enemy, you're going to use your ultimate and flash so that you can cancel the animation of your first skill. Now using a surprise insect to kick the enemy into his team and setting up a play is one of the best outcomes you can do with Lee Sin. Now this is what I call an angled insect or side insect, wherein you'll kick the enemy into your teammate.
Quiet steps.
Now we're at the harder insect plays, but for me, these insect plays are not practical because they're just styling plays and they're not very useful in normal or ranked games.
Today will be a worthy test.
And that is it for this video. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Tugs Gaming. And if you would share this to your friends, I would appreciate it very much. And again, this is Tugs Gaming. Peace out.